Hello everyone, happy Sunday. It's Kylie here from Hello Crafter and I'm going to be crafting with you for a little bit tonight. I did miss last week, so sorry about that. I ended up meeting a friend and the time just kind of slipped away. So this week I thought I'd do some stamping and share with you something actually that is brand new. And so with Stampin' Up's product of the month promotions that they do every single month, this is the new one. So I thought it was good timing actually to share this stamp set with you. So Stampin' Up's product of the month is a special exclusive product that you can get for £5 when you spend £70 on other products. So you can't buy it any other way. So basically, if your order's over 70, you can it unlocks this product of the month, and it is a lovely one. I've had a little play with it this afternoon, but I thought I would try a set of cards using, well, I've just kind of picked out a couple of colours that I liked the look of, and you know, I enjoy these colours anyway, but this is probably, Coastal Cabana is probably my favourite Stampin' Up colour. There's others that I like, but this is the one. I would have to say that this is my favourite one, but I really like it with Lemon Lime Twist as well. I think it's kind of nice and fresh and bright, and so yeah, that's what I'm going to start with. Normally I would add a pink in there as well, but I think I'm just going to see how it goes with these two, and paired it with white and also the basic beige as a neutral against those colours. So that's what I'm going to do. Yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to just try and figure out how to get this. I am totally, who knows where my phone is pointing right now. It was probably at my top that I've literally just spilt my tea down. Oh yeah, and I've got paper all over it anyway, so yeah. Looking good tonight, looking really good. Before I start though, I do, because I'm going to forget if I don't say, but I have been having a little sort out of my embellishments. I think I might have showed you the basket a couple of weeks ago and how embarrassing it really was. So I've actually got a lot of embellishments. This is all of the current embellishments, but also some that aren't current that I still use a lot. So you can see how much I've got. It's a lot. Some that I haven't actually even opened yet. I got another supply of these silvery ones because I've run out. But anyway, you can see there's a lot there. But that is nothing compared to what I've actually put to one side that I don't want anymore. So what I thought I'd do is make up some random embellishment packs. So I'm going to be giving these away free with an order this week. I've got a few of them. So it's first come, first served basically. So I've just got these little plastic envelopes and I've just stuffed them full of random embellishments. Some of them are from absolutely years ago, but they're still perfectly good. There's all sorts in there. There's gorgeous little sequins, there's metallic ones, there's glittery ones, there's in colour ones, there's pearls, there's all kinds of things. So yeah, they're ready to be sent out to anybody who places an order this week. As long as your order's over £25, then I'm going to post one of these for free. And again, I think I've got 7. I think I counted 7. So the other ones are in the other room. So yeah, so first 7 to order, £25 or more. I'm going to send you one of those because they're just handy to have, aren't they? And you know, they do cost quite a lot of money when you buy kind of 4 packets, so that'll last you a nice good while. So that's that. And I'm sure there was something else I was going to tell you, but that'll come to me later. So anyway, Begonia Belle. It looks a bit like a rose. I don't know what the difference is between a begonia and a rose. Maybe you gardeners among you will be able to tell me. But yeah, it's a really lovely one. It says 2-step. I don't know if you can see. There's 2 images for the same stamp, and they just layer up to create a really nice kind of a sort of a 3D effect. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to have a play, and I'm just distracted just for 1 second because I can't find my page, and I just want to make sure I can see comments. But right, okay. I've got some people watching, so hello. I've got Vicky and Karen, Lindsay. Damien's made a suggestion for me, which yes, I did have that before I got rid of my my StreamYard, and I'm still working out which is the best streaming software to use for that. So that would hopefully be coming in the not too distant future. But thank you. Good evening, everyone. So I'm going to just start with a blank little sheet of paper, and I've got my 2 stamps here already mounted, and I don't know if it matters which way round you do it. One's got this sort of solid filled in effect, and this one looks like more of a detail, slight outline over the top, so it is quite hard to work out which one's which. This is the outliney one, that top one, this one's the fill one. So I'm just going to stamp it on my piece of paper, just full strength. So that's that one, and then I'm just going to try and line this up. And when I played with it earlier, I worked out that these solid bits in the middle line up with these empty bits on the stamp, so you just have to kind of rotate around a little bit and try and line up as best you can. It's never going to be 100% perfect, so don't worry if it's not, but there you can see it's just kind of added in some depth to the image. So I'm going to try it on the other side now, stamping off first, so removing some of the ink first and then getting your lighter version on, and then let's see if that looks better. And I think I quite like that effect. Yeah. And you can cut this out. It doesn't have dies, but you can fussy cut around that. But I'm going to try and add some leaves. My leaves are probably going to overlap, so I'm going to do a masking technique. If you grab I was going to say grab a post-it note, but I actually don't have any. I've run out. Oh no, they're tiny ones. I've only got teeny tiny ones. So instead, I'm just going to grab some paper. I've got some old grid paper here, and so if I stamp one on there and then just cut round. It doesn't have to be perfect, but if I'm just cutting actually on the line, and then I can use this as a mask. What you need to do is stamp the thing that's going to be in the foreground first, then cover it with your mask, and then stamp the thing that's going to be behind it second. So yeah, it's not perfect, but it will do. And then what I might do is just add a little bit of sticky to this so it doesn't move. too much. And then take your leaf stamp, and I'll just give this a little quick practice on my paper because I've not used the leaf one yet. That's that one. Ooh, that's a bit harder to see. I think it might need to go that way. And let's see if I can see that better. Marginally. Yeah, it's not too bad. So, yeah, I'll just stamp a couple of leaves and they'll look like they're kind of coming out from behind the flower. And another one. Let's do one there and a little bit of one there. So yeah, don't worry, it'll look a little bit messy to start, but once I take off that mask. Yeah, not too bad. And then all I need to do is stamp a sentiment. So I'm just going to take my black ink, I think. And there's a couple of nice ones on this set. I like sending lots of happiness your way. And that is just going to be mounted onto a card that's Coastal Cabana. You can resist temptation, I know you can. Alright, there we go. Ah, very simple. And then if I have a little delve through my embellishments, I think these little, they're not white, I think they're barely, are they white? Yeah, I think they are white, these little tiny white butterflies. There, nice and simple. So if we were going to do one that's a little bit more stepped up, then I might want to fussy cut. I've fussy cut a couple there already. So let's build up some layers. So I've got a what's it called? Basic beige. And a basic beige layer, and I want to emboss this. So one that I haven't used yet, which is a really nice one, is the Fern and Flora 3D embossing folder. So this is a really lovely background one. It's just got these lovely ferns and leafy things. So I'm going to emboss that. And look how deep that impression is on that. It's absolutely stunning, this folder. So yeah, I'm thinking now it might be a bit too much as a background, but we'll see. So got that, and I want something to put my flowers onto. So grabbed, I think I might want a kind of a banner shape. So maybe something like that. So if I grab some white card and I'll just run that through. And these leaves. So, I think there's a couple of different leaves in here, and buds and things, but I'll just do a couple of these, I think. The leaf is definitely a little bit harder to line up, but I don't think with this colour it matters too much. So let's just get a little bit of fussy cutting done. And then some kind of sentiment, and I feel like it needs heat embossing just to be a bit fancier, so I'm going to go with gold, and I'm going to grab this sentiment that's whatever this says. Thank you for everything you do. State of my Versamark. This one though, I have had, I want to say about at least 25 years. I'm sure it's been about that long, because I've been Stampin' Up Demonstrator for maybe 20, but I've been a demonstrator with Stampin' Up for nearly 15 years, and I had this way before I was a Stampin' Up demonstrator. I'll just keep refilling it. It's a bit stained, it's a bit, you know, it's a bit grubby looking, but it works fine. It seems silly to throw it away. But yeah, I think it might be one of my oldest, probably is my oldest item in my entire craft room. Okay, so it hasn't embossed quite as well as I wanted it to. So I might have to redo that because it's just not as clear. I mean, it's clear in a certain light when you tilt it. I might redo that later. So there's a sample on the website. If you go to have a look on the Stampin' Up website for this product, where they look like they've sort of curled the edges up, so they look a bit more 3D. So that's what I'm going to try and do there, just to kind of get it all. Maybe it only needs one. Yeah, maybe it only needs one. And just to kind of tie in the gold theme, let's bring these gold butterflies in. Right, so let's get this. I need some dimensionals for this one. Anne-Marie's just mentioned she doesn't need any more flowers yet. I would say the same, except I always find that I go to the flowers because they're just by far, for me, the easiest thing to work with. I've always got so many ideas with the flowers. And I love variety and I love other sets, but when I get other things, I don't know, I don't get quite as inspired. So I do love playing with the flower sets, and I know what you mean though. Don't need any more. I'll just get a little bit of glue on the leaves and have them poking out. And then I'm just going to trim this off, just at an angle. And I'm actually going to glue that because I feel like it's already got quite a lot of dimension. But then this is overhanging a bit, so I need to trim this back down. Okay, that's that one. Let's just get the butterflies on. Okay. Just to see what it looks like if I stamp it as a repeating pattern. And then going over, this is going to be interesting, lining it up. I'm lost without that white bit there. See if I can do the middle bits. I don't know where it's supposed to go. yeah, doesn't have to be perfect. I'm going to try one of the smaller leaves and see if I can fit those. Just dotted around. I feel like it needs. Should have left a bit of room for the leaves. Because this one feels a bit too small. I already don't like that. So let's just do that again. And you know, I actually quite like the look of this on its own like that. Yeah, that actually looks quite nice as a background. But then we can have some detail over the top. Now, I still feel like I want some green on there. I feel like I want some green. Let's overlap. This could go in the bin as well, I'm not sure. Sometimes you just have to try things. It's an interesting pattern. Right, so I need some vellum because I need to soften that background. I have some little pieces of vellum. In fact, I think I might have some circles already. Yeah, got a punched circle of vellum. And I am going to cut out this reject. Now then, I don't like that circle, it's not big enough. Should we have let's have a rectangle of vellum. Something like that, yeah, that's better. Let's just trim that off a little bit. And I just want, I think, a little label for the sentiment. Oh no, maybe I'll stamp stamp the sentiment and fussy cut it. Okay, right, I need another piece of white. I'm going to build this up, and I just need to decide what colour card base. I think I quite like that as a bit of a contrast. Let's go with the basic beige. Okay, now build it up. Let's just grab. I'm going to put this on with dimensionals. Flip it over, and I'm going to add dimensionals right behind the flower. So that's going to be raised up, but you're not going to be able to see those. So I've got a little bit of glue on that. Leaves. It definitely needs a leaf, at least one leaf. So and I'll just add a bit of glue, tuck it behind, just to finish it off. I need I feel like it needs some kind of something pearlescent like this. These kind of look a little bit like water droplets. Yeah, not displeased with those. And I think it just shows off some different ways you can use the two-step stamp. Just plain with some masking or fussy cut, adding some layers, using it as a background to create like a patterned paper. And I've only used 2 ink colours, so could definitely do those with some more kind of pinks and reds. That might look quite nice. So yeah, that's that. Oh yeah, I've just remembered the thing that I was going to show you as well. So right, so I am going to be doing some talking about kits this next couple of weeks, because Stampin' Up kits are fantastic, and I always seem to sell lots coming up to summer holidays. You know, when you're needing something for the kids to do, or for you to do with the kids or the grandkids, if you've got kids coming over that you're going to have to entertain, if you've got parties going on, if you need something to do to take away with you camping or on holiday, especially if you're not sure what the weather's going to be like, then kits are great. So not just for kids though. I'm just saying, might be great for you to take something away if you want something to do, because they're compact and you've got everything in them that you need. So I'm gonna be having a bit of a kit sale as well, of some of my retired stuff, but some of the newer ones, some of the current ones that are available are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. But this one I thought I'd show you because it's a bit different, it's a bit unusual. They haven't done anything quite like this before. It's like a journal. It's a journaling kit. And if you kind of like, you know, you've got some things coming up and you want to sort of journal them. Or again, if you've got teens or tweens in your life that love to kind of collect little bits and bobs and write and put photos in books. So it's kind of like a scrapbook, but it's not, because it's not, you're not building up scrapbook pages as such. And there's no pockets or anything like that. These are just they're pages that you pop in your folder, and there's all different patterns and colours. There's some acetate ones, which are really fun. So there's pages. I'm trying to get to the pages. There's so much in here. So there's pages, all different patterns and designs. And then it's like tons and tons of die cuts. So they're not stickers, so you still need some glue. But there's fruits and flowers and summery things, all these like rainbow colours, gorgeous. Little labels to put some writing in. So you just get the pages, you put the pages in whatever order, and then you can just add photos, you can add your pop outs. There's these ones that say summer, and there's numbers and different alphabets and things. Fun in the sun, making memories. I mean, there's tons of stuff in here, absolutely tons. You can use them for making cards with. Yeah, this is a really fun one. So I think as an activity for yourself, for your kids, for your grandkids, for, you know, whoever, I just thought this is brilliant. So get some photos printed out. Get your little Instamatic camera or whatever, if you've got one of them, the instant print ones, or just print some out from your computer. Just get them off your phone and get some photos in here. I thought that's really fun, and the folder's really cute. It's really solid as well, so that's a good one. But definitely look at you know, the other kits collection, because I'm sure there's something there. But yeah, I will let you know about the kit sale as well that I'm having, because I am having a bit of a clear out. I've done really well so far. My desk, not at the minute because I've just made a right mess, but my desk is clear, which is, it hasn't been clear for weeks and weeks, in fact probably months, to be honest. But yeah, and also don't forget about the embellishment packs. So once they're gone, they're gone, but the next few people that place an order, £25 or more through my online shop, I'm going to send you these because I couldn't just throw them away, obviously. So someone can make use of them. But yeah, hope you enjoyed that. And if you like the product of the month and your order's £70 or more, you can add this for £5 into your basket or not. And actually, last month's product of the month is still available. Let's see if I can find that quick. If you don't like that one, oh no, where is it? Oh, I did have it, but have a look, because last month's one is still available, and it won't be for long because it was a really popular one and it sold out in America and Australia. So that's how popular it was. But it's got the cute koalas and penguin and Highland cow, so look out for that. Right, I'm gonna let you go. Have an amazing Sunday night. Thanks so much for joining me and watching, and for your comments. I will hopefully see you soon, and have a good rest of your night. Bye for now.